I was asking myself the question, like, why do the people that have so much land have so much land? And of course, I was thinking, well, probably there was some conquest at some time. People just like left their home and discovered something new and then claimed, this is mine, this is ours now, and claimed huge amounts of land. Hello, this is Andreas, and I'm recording a quick clip to the topic of enslavement. Walking here, looking at those trees being planted. These are fruit trees, which I think is great. And I was walking around and I was thinking about how important land is. Land for survival, land for living, land to be free. And trees like this support freedom. They just give food for free. Everybody can take it, at least here. And if you think about how much space on this earth belongs to so many people on this earth and how many people have to live on this fucking tiny piece of land. That's one thing. The other thing is, if you don't have land, you will always be in a cycle of paying someone else for just being allowed to be somewhere. And that is just fucking crazy. Trapping you in a cycle of always working for somebody else, doing something that somebody else wants to do, you will always be very limited, or it makes it hard to actually chase your dreams, do what you want, move on enough space for you as a human being that you need. It's a very disempowered place to be in. And therefore, fruit trees that are available just like that are freedom. What is not freedom? Not freedom is when you have to go to the supermarket and buy it. You might think, oh no, I'm free to buy whatever. But you have to go and work some job that you probably don't like. Most people, or many people, don't like their jobs. And they cannot just go out there and get something for free, because there could be so much for free without all the waste of transportation, like air waste. Sorry, my English. The pollution of the earth that comes on top of that. Why am I thinking about slavery, and why do I think about land? I was thinking about land a little bit more intensely yesterday. Let's walk a little bit. And I was asking myself the question, like, why do the people that have so much land have so much land? And of course, I was thinking, well, probably there was some conquest at some time. People just like left their home and discovered something new and then claimed, this is mine, this is ours now, and claimed huge amounts of land. What happened to that land? Of course, partially it would be sold, partially something else would happen, I don't know, and a big part would just like go to the next generation, to their children, to their children, to their children, blah, blah, blah. And now we have people that never did anything for that land, not even like their ancestors. They just took it. But they got huge amounts of land and they just do nothing with it. And people like us, let's put ourselves in a group, us against them, right? But so many people have to go to work and rent a shitty little apartment for like, how much money? I don't know. 40 square meters, 5 people in it, like a family with children, for example. That's not a life. That's a cage. That's the slaves to the system. The people that have the land, they can basically exploit the people who have no land very easily. If you have no land, you have nothing to build your life upon. You will always have to go to work to pay for the ground that you're standing on. If you have land, you don't have to do that. You could just like plant a few trees. Of course, you will have to do some gardening or do something else and pay some gardener. I don't know what kind of system you would live in the end, but it could be so much better than the one that we have right now. Yes. I had a long conversation with AI actually, and it was brainstorming ideas on, okay, how can we get the land back to the people? And there were some very interesting thoughts that I came up with and some support of the AI. I would be quite radical. Of course, you would have to go through legal ways and patience and talking to everybody individually. But that's like too deep actually. I don't want to like go here. If you want, like, tell me, I'll do the screenshots from the conversation, put it on the Dropbox. Look it up. Anyways, this is my 5 cents on slavery, modern slavery, owning land, living a dignified life, and I hope you're having a great week. Mwah. And yeah, of course, share your thoughts down in this comment box. Share your thoughts down in the comment box.